Welcome to Advanced Embedded Systems Training. In this session, we will discuss about a register organization of ARM. ARM has a total of 37 registers. In that 37 registers, 31 registers are general purpose registers and 6 are the status registers. The general purpose registers hold either data or address. All registers are of 32 bits because ARM architecture is 32-bit architecture. So that's why all registers also 32-bit registers. Not all registers can be seen at once because the processor state and operating mode dictate which registers are available to the programmer. In user mode, 16 data registers and 1 status registers are visible. So ARM supports different operating modes. So based on that operating modes, few registers are available. So that's why not all registers can seen at once. So the data registers are R0 to R15. All registers uniform in name like R0 to R15 all start with R, and uniform in size. All registers are 32-bit registers. So there is no separate program counter, stack pointer, link registers. But here, three registers R13, R14, R15 perform special functions. So total 16 registers. In that 16 registers, R13, R14, R15 perform special functions. R13 act as a stack pointer. R14 act as a link register where the return address is put whenever a subroutine is called, and R15 is program counter. You know that program counter is nothing but which always points to the address of next executable instruction. So this R13, R14, R15 plays special functions roles. Depending upon context, registers R13 and R14 can also be used as a general purpose register. In addition, there are two status registers. One is CPSR, second one is SPSR. CPSR is called as a current program status register. SPSR is called as a saved program status register. Register R15. When the processor is register R15 is called as a program counter. So when the processor is executing in ARM state, all instructions are 32-bit wide. All instructions must be word aligned because it is a 32-bit wide. Therefore, the program counter value is stored in bits 31 to 2 with bits 1 to 0 undefined, because every time add +4 so that bit number 0 and bit number 1 is undefined. Okay. And when the processor is executing in thumb state, we know that ARM processor operates in three modes. One is nothing but ARM mode, second one is nothing but thumb mode, third one is nothing but joggle mode. If ARM mode is selected, all instructions are 32-bit instructions. That is we discussed. And next, when the processor is executing in thumb state, all instructions are 16 bits in wide. All instructions must be half word aligned. Here word indicates 32-bit, half word indicates that 16-bit. So therefore the PC value is stored in bits from bit number 1 to 31 with bit number 0 undefined, because every time it is a half word alignment, +2 it added. First one is 0, next 2, next 4, next 6, next 8, like that, +2 it added. So in that cases, bit 0 is undefined. So when the processor is executing in joggle state, so all instructions are 8 bits. All instructions are 8 bits. processor performs a word access to read 4 instructions at once. So these are the 3 different states supported by ARM. Program status register. So program status register which maintains the status of the programs. So the first category is condition code flags. NZCV, these are the condition code flags. N indicates that negative result from ALU. Z is equal to 0 results from ALU. C equal to ALU operation carried out. V equal to ALU operation overflowed. In the previous computation result is negative, then automatically n equal to 1, otherwise n equal to 0. If the previous computation result equal to 0, in that cases z equal to 1, otherwise z equal to 0. If previous computation result carry equal to 1, then automatically carry flag equal to 1. If overflow flag equal to 1 for signed operations, then v equal to 1, otherwise v equal to 0. And next one is tricky overflow flag called as a Q flag. So it supports architecture 5TJ only. Indicates if saturation has occurred or not. And next bit is J bit. It is also supported in architecture 5TEJ only. If J equal to 1, processor enter into jodel state. Okay. And next one is interrupt disable bits. I and F are the interrupt disable bits. If I equal to 1, disables the IRQ, interrupt request queue. And F equal to 1, disables the FIQ, fast interrupt queue. One is IRQ and second one is FIQ. Okay, one is normal and next one is fast interrupt. And T bit. So it supports architecture 7 on 70 only. So that indicates not 70. So after 7 architecture, after 7, whenever a T is appeared in that architecture versions, now automatically, so this T bit is supported. That indicates that if T equal to 0, processor enter into ARM state. If T equal to 1, processor enter into thumb state. So that thumb mode is supported, thumb state is supported. So thumb state and ARM state can be decided by the T bit, jodel state can be decided by the J bit. And last one is mode bits, specify the processor mode. So this is about program status registers. Processor modes. So processor modes determine which registers are active and access rights to CPSR register itself. Each processor mode is either privileged mode or non-privileged mode. In privileged mode, full read-write access to CPSR is supported. In non-privileged, only read access to the control field of CPSR, but read-write access to the conditional flags. In the processor modes, ARM has 7 basic operating modes. One is FIQ, second one is IRQ, third one is supervisor, fourth one is abort, fifth one is undefined, sixth one is system mode, and seventh one is user mode. First one is FIQ. Entered when a high priority interrupt is raised, called as a fast interrupt request. Next one, IRQ. Entered when a low priority interrupt is raised, called as normal interrupt request. And supervisor. State after reset and generally the mode in which operating system kernel executed. And abort when there is a failed attempt to access memory violation is happened, then automatically processor enter into abort mode. Undefined when processor encounters or undefined instructions. If any undefined instructions identified by the processor, then automatically it enter into undefined mode. System mode, special version of user mode that allows full read-write access of CPSR. And user mode, it is non-privileged mode under which most tasks run. Next one is banked register. Already we discussed that register file contains in all 37 registers. In the 37 registers, 20 registers are hidden from program at different times. These registers are called bank registers, also called as hidden registers. Banked registers are available only when the processor is in a particular mode. Processor modes other than system mode have a set of associated banked registers. And mappings is one-to-one map. So these 20 registers are called as a banked register or hidden registers. So these are the ARM state register set organization. So system mode and user mode both are same, but one is privileged mode, second one is non-privileged mode. So in this, it is the default mode. In this mode, R02 or 15 is supported. R13 is called as a stack pointer. R14 is called as a ring register. R15 is called as a program counter. And next CPSR is current program status register is available. In this system mode, total 17 registers are available. And remaining 20 registers are hidden registers that are not available on this mode, that are available on different modes. In FIQ mode, so R82, R82, or 15 is available. PC is common to all, it is not a hidden register. And SPSR is available. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 registers or hidden registers. Unsupervised mode, R0 to R12 is normal registers and R13, R14 act as a hidden register and SPSR also hidden register. Abort mode, so SPSR, so not SPSR and then stack pointer link register. IRQ also 3 registers, undefined also 3 registers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 into 3, 12. 12 plus 8, 20. These 20 registers are called as a banked registers or hidden register. It is ARM state register set. Sir, what about thumb state register set? If you select thumb state register, then registers R0 to R15 is not available, R0 to R7 is available, and next stack pointer, link register, program counter, CPSR is available. Thumb register. You know that difference between ARM and thumb. ARM 32-bit, thumb is 16-bit. Register size is same. Register capability is same. Width of register is same, but the instruction size is 2 byte or 6 byte. Sorry, 2 byte or 4 byte. Okay, so that is about bank registers. So this is state switching, one-to-one mapping. R0 is mapped with R0, R1 is mapped with R1, R2 is whenever it's switching from thumb mode to ARM mode, and then automatically this R0 to R7 is automatically mapped with R0 to R7 of ARM state. SP is mapped with SP, LP, LR link register is mapped with link register, program counter is mapped with program counter, and CPSR, SPSR also mapped with CPSR and SPSR. That is state switching. These are the operating modes. User, FIQ, IRQ, SVC, abort, undefined, system. So one with 4 zeros, that selects user mode. It is normal user mode. And 10001 FIQ, fast interrupt request mode. And 10010 IRQ mode. If you select SVC, then automatically we require 10011 value. 10111 abort mode is enabled. 11011 undefined mode is available, enabled. All one system mode is enabled. Exception handling. When an exception occurs, the ARM copies CPSR into SPSR of that particular mode, sets appropriate CPSR bits, change to ARM state, change to exception mode, disable interrupts if appropriate interrupts are available, stores the written address into link register of that particular mode, sets program counter to vector address, and return exception handlers needs to restore CPSR from SPSR with that particular mode, restore PC from link register that particular mode. This can only be done in ARM state, not in thumb state. So these are the address interrupt vector table. 00 is reserved for reset, 04 is reserved for undefined instruction, 08 is reserved for software interrupt, 0C is prefetch abort, 10 is data abort, 14 is reserved, and 18 is IRQ, 1C is FIQ. If you observe this interrupt vector table, each and every interrupt internal assigned only 4 bytes. Within 4 bytes, the program interrupt service routine is not possible. Then you can create link. So to create link, we require one instruction. Any instruction, the maximum size is 4 byte only in ARM. So that's they are given only 4 bytes. This is about interrupt vector table. And exception vectors and priority. So reset having highest priority, first priority. Second one is data abort. Third one is FIQ. Fourth one is IRQ. Fifth one is prefetch abort. And sixth one is undefined instruction and software instruction. Both are having same priority. And reserved interrupts not available. Memory format supported in ARM architecture. ARM views memory as a linear collection of bytes numbered upwards from 0. Byte 0 to 3 holds the first word, bytes 4 to 7 the second, and so on. We know that each and every memory location, maximum it can able to store only 8 bits of data. That is called as a 1 byte. Any memory location can store only 1 byte of data. But it is a 4 bytes architecture. At a time, it can able to write 4 bytes and read 4 bytes from memory. So that is from 0 to 3 and 4 to 7. The ARM can treat words in memory as being stored either in big endian format or little endian format. This big endian format, also known as Motorola format, little endian format, also known as the Intel format. So these are the two formats supported. Big endian format. Most significant byte is at least address. Name itself big endian. Most significant byte is at lowest address. Word is addressed by byte address of most significant byte. So here, most significant byte in 0 to 3 is 3. So 3 is stored in 0 location, 2 is stored in first location, and 1 is stored in second location, and 0 is stored in third location. This format is called as the big endian format. Always stores higher byte in lower order address. Next one is little endian format. Little endian format, least significant byte is at lowest address. Word is addressed by byte address of least significant byte only. So here, least byte 0 is stored into 0 location. First byte is stored into first location. Second byte is stored into second. Third byte is stored into third location. Fourth byte is stored into fourth. Fifth byte is stored into fifth location. Sixth byte is loaded into sixth. Seventh one is loaded into seventh location. Because least significant byte is at lowest address.